You'd better run and hide, more to the side. Everybody wants to stay alive. Set to the side. You'd better run and hide, more to the side. Everybody wants to stay alive. You never stop.
What is your major malfunction?
Welcome to the ChabDog Sports Talk Radio Show. Sunday mornings live.
Sound off like I've got a pair.
Where spontaneous sports talk, rated R.
Don't make a fuck out of me.
Host Brandon Chabner and producer Eric the Well-Read bring you pregame picks with passion. With analysis from Abe Miranda.
First, I have to read you the Miranda rights.
Blix.
Let's get ready to rumble!
And the wacky hot mess.
Fucking douche.
Plus special guests, music, movie clips, comedy.
So fat, the blood place was red too.
And always a little politics.
There's a bear in the woods.
Join in the fun.
Hello.
And now, here's your host, ChabDog.
Thank you.
We're live.
All right, welcome to another edition of ChabDog Sports Talk. We were on every Sunday from 8 to 10 a.m., but I think we are moving to Saturday as of next week, right?
Yes.
Okay, so just stay tuned for that. Keep your attention to what's going on because we're going video. We're going, in, you're going to see our show, and we're going to be on YouTube, and you got a new thing going with Riverside, and getting some sponsors in here, and this thing is kicking into high gear in the middle of the NFL season. So this is the Finding Your Special Purpose show, and everybody should, I think, be always looking for that because their special purpose is what puts a spark in your step and keeps you going. And it's not just all Sunday football. You got to have something else, and so that's what we're going to have a theme of the show and talk a little about what's going on out off the field. The fact that we don't have Aaron Rodgers to look at today is a little bit disappointing because that could have been a really, I don't know. I don't know how interesting this game's going to be, so you can tell me. I'm here with Well-Read, my co-host, Eric the Well-Read. How are you?
Hey, ChabDog. Fantastic.
And by the way, this show is brought to you by Chabner Law, serving Southern California's transactional business and estate planning related legal needs. And by ChabDog Sports Blog for your head of your sports headlines, body sports commentary. We've got a new site up now, and the new design is great, and you can find all the shows there, and you can see our Facebook and Twitter feeds. So
and your Facebook feed now works, ChabDog. Isn't that great?
It does. We figured it out.
We figured it out after wrestling with
some
our
miscommunications, and that's all right.
Fumbling and some... Yeah, miscues and misunderstandings.
So for the moment...
It took weeks and weeks and weeks. We were talking about this back.
You have a live feed into my brain that as I'm on Facebook. So.
Yes, and you have a live feed into my brain because I'm on Twitter.
Eric's on
and
Twitter
so
all
is
the
Abe,
time.
so you see Twitter, and we're soon
and
to have
our
Blitz's
co-host
Twitter feed
Abe Miranda is joining us from Santa Clarita. And great to see you, Abe. Looking good there.
Oh, thank you so much. And actually, I'm checking in from Chino Valley, Arizona, which is just a little bit outside of Prescott, Arizona. I'm actually here visiting some family.
Prescott.
And just having a great time, taking in some fresh air and clear skies and looking at the stars, and just been a nice little getaway for the weekend.
You have any snow up there?
No, we don't have any snow up here, but I did manage to stop by Jerome and Sedona on Friday, and that is just absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful. The weather was nice. You did not need long sleeves. You did not need to wear pants. You could have been in a t-shirt and shorts. It's fantastic.
All right. Well,
travel commercial here for Sedona.
Yes, hope you enjoy your time in Arizona. Meanwhile, we got Blix in North Carolina. How you doing, Blix?
On the football field.
Yeah, it's a nice, balmy 55 degrees with crystal clear skies today. Love it here.
Carolina blue skies.
Which stadium are you at, Blix?
I am at my own invention right here. This is my Madden Stadium.
He did what we did on our blog.
My own invention stadium.
Yeah. What? But you don't want to tell us what stadium that is? You don't know what that is?
He says it's my own invention stadium.
Oh,
Yes.
I see. You.
It's in the
You
seventh
designed it
circle of
yourself.
hell. Yes, it's in the seventh circle of hell. So it takes you a long time to get there.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
frightening me.
Well, I have something in the background of my blog, and guess what it is? It's PNC Park.
Pittsburgh,
In
Pennsylvania.
You
Pittsburgh?
look hard, you can see pirates in the background. Yeah,
In Pittsburgh.
PNC Park.
The one city where they actually state somebody dug a hole.
I find it ironic that you call us Schittsburg, but you're the ones that with uniforms that look like something.
Exactly.
Brown uniforms.
But I've actually been to Pittsburgh, and
winners.
I've heard stories.
I like brown too.
I've heard stories that somebody dug a hole and put a city in it, and that's what Pittsburgh is. And I didn't believe it until I drove there. And when you come out
Why?
of West Virginia and you come through that tunnel and you go into Pittsburgh, it literally is a hole with a whole city in it. And the way we come in was right there by Hinesfield, and it's a beautiful city. I love it up there.
But-
Great
But
town.
it's a nice looking city.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, maybe it does look like that because it's got the confluence of the Monongahela, the two other ones, the rivers. That's what's called three rivers.
The Allegheny, the
Yeah.
Monongahela.
Yes.
the Ohio rivers.
I
Yeah,
couldn't remember
confluence
it.
of the three rivers.
I remember the one that's the Indian name. So, all right, well, we're not going to have Jenna Reed today. We do have the wacky hot mess over there, and she's got a mic, right?
Yep, and her mic
You all
works
mic'd
today.
up? All mic'd
Give
up
us a
and
mic
ready
check.
to go?
Mic check.
Mike, all right.
There we are.
That's it. So we got pretty much we mic up Brian later. Let's we can talk about college football a little bit because
Yes.
there were some interesting games yesterday.
Interesting.
What did you think of
Yeah,
Alabama?
Blix is shaking his head. So Blix,
Well, what do you want to talk about first, Blix? I don't. If you're burning, it's,
I
He wants
mean-
to talk about. I don't
I was
know.
gonna
Blood in the
kinda go in
streets.
order.
Man, I was
got
going to
weight loss
brag
going on
so
there.
much. I was going to brag so much. But Michigan and Oregon screwed up everything in the late games. Outside of Michigan and Oregon, Notre Dame was the only other top 10 school to actually cover yesterday. Oklahoma was
Yes.
off. The
Yes.
other six
Oh, you're
failed to
talking
cover.
about covering.
And it kind of screwed me up on my picks. I
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
2-4 this week. I went 2-4 this week, but the game that really, really pissed me off is I picked Alabama to cover that massive spread, and they failed to show up at home
Yes.
against LSU.
What was it?
Yeah,
Was it 22?
it was. The game was a 6-point game.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
so it
Alabama
was,
6-point game.
Alabama was a 22
Alabama
point.
was struggling to hold on at the end.
What was the spread?
It must
28
have
and
been
a
like
half.
20.
It was 28 and a half,
28.
and they
That's
didn't
a
even
joke.
get to 21 against a depleted defense. I'm
No.
just sitting there going, what?
Yeah,
Blew my
think
mind.
They
they're
didn't.
gonna
I heard they didn't have any running game. Their running game was
They
dead.
didn't.
Good enough.
My wife said they were missing Najee Harris,
Yes.
They
but
were.
they had somebody else. I mean, they've been able to run the ball, so that was
They got-
surprising.
They got
LSU
19
showed
NFL
up.
running backs on their roster right now. Najee Harris shouldn't have been a factor in or out. They got 19 other running backs on their roster that are going to be NFL players. So
Yeah, but in the words of that guy in The Sopranos, when I'm thinking about Ed Orgeron, all I can say is he's got to go.
Well, no,
he's on the way
He's
out,
got
but
to
he's
go.
but at
He
least
can't
he's
be in our
coaching.
social club. I'm sorry.
At least he's coaching until
He and
the
Vito
end of the
have to
season.
go.
He's actually coaching. He showed that yesterday by almost beating Alabama. He's still coaching the team, even though he knows he's on his way out.
But the offense was bad.
Hey, no.
Like they had chances and they just couldn't figure out how to deal with a blitz.
No, Brandon, you have it all wrong. Blix has it right. Yeah, we're fighting hard here to the end of the season, and even though I know I'm out of a job, I'm still.
The big news was
take care
that
of it.
Purdue smashed Michigan State to smithereens. That was great.
Yeah.
Michigan
That
State
was kind of shocking,
was-
man.
But
My
I just
sister
had a feeling
Jenna
they weren't for real.
last week, my sister was talking about K9 and how he's like this top tier, could win the Heisman, non-factor in that game completely. I know he still had over 100 yards rushing, but he
He
carried the
did,
ball
but-
like 28 times and only had like 110 yards or something like that. They completely shut
Purdue
him
has a
down.
good quarterback. Purdue has a very good quarterback, and the other
So
team
it
with a
turns
good
out.
quarterback is Pitt. They destroyed the Duke. They destroyed Duke, right?
Yes.
Duke was wearing those unis that looked like they belonged to North Carolina. It was weird.
Yeah.
And
then Wake Forest got exposed.
They got killed at home, and then Wake Forest got lost by 3 to North Carolina. So Mac Brown had a nice day.
Yeah, and I come close to
the
getting that one
ACC
right.
is a
That
little bit-
spread was 2.5, and I took Wake Forest in that one because I thought the way North Carolina's defense was, I thought
know.
they would.
Yeah.
But Wake Forest, if you saw the Twitter feed, I know Well Red actually saw it. Wake Forest completely forgot there was a fourth quarter in that game.
Yeah.
They got beat
Yeah, they gave up
24 to
24
7
points.
in the fourth quarter.
It's college football.
How does that happen?
It's second year in a row that's happened to them against North Carolina.
Yeah, so Georgia looks really good because they won big. That wasn't even tough for them. They beat somebody pretty soft, but they look good.
Missouri.
Wisconsin destroyed Rutgers.
Oh, yeah, I had fun looking at that
Missouri's
score.
really got a bad defense. Yeah, Wisconsin just obliterated Rutgers. Rutgers is back to being
Oh, yeah.
Rutgers.
Yeah,
officially.
3. They got 3. Yeah.
And then
Out of tank when I saw
Cincinnati about got
I
beat
guess
by
Cincinnati squeaked by.
Squeaked by, yeah.
But they'll still be top. What? Are they 2 now?
Tulsa. No, they're 6.
Oh, they're 6. So that's
Yeah.
right. So they probably won't fall or anything. They'll just kind of stay where they are.
And
I think
Oregon
they'll stay where
slipped
they
by
are. And
but Oregon had a lead.
Washington.
Oregon, I never really felt was threatened in that game because Washington's got a bad offense. I mean, they're just.
Yeah, but the weather was like they were playing in a car wash there in Seattle last night.
That was the key thing, was the weather.
So that kept the Huskies in the game.
So Blix, did you pick that one too?
the Oregon game, no.
You didn't bet on that one?
Oh, he's not stupid. He doesn't pick Pac-12 games.
No. Never bet
No.
on the
No.
Pac-12, ever.
You wouldn't go near that.
Smart.
No,
It's
but
hard to
I
watch
made the
those
major
games.
mistake again of picking Ohio State to cover. And, of course, they lost.
Oh, and they
Yeah.
against Nebraska.
Boy, they were lucky to win that game.
Nebraska, but you knew Nebraska would play tough at home.
I
mean,
did,
they
but I
do.
still
They
saw
always play
a
tough.
17-point game
State,
happen.
dude.
I saw a 17-point game still happening.
Yeah, well, it
they
could've
would
been,
fight
right.
tough until
It
the
was
fourth
9.
quarter. And it was like Ohio State forgot how to play football once they got to 23 points.
Yep. They got lazy. It's sloppy.
Listen, anybody that wants to really bet on college football has to have his head examined. It's almost as bad as betting on NBA basketball or something.
Yeah,
Bet
that
on
no
basketball
defense
ever?
league.
No, that's insane.
You just can't count on things in
No.
college football.
Weird stuff happens. Speaking of which,
So,
that a good
speaking
segue?
of weird stuff, we can talk about the Aaron Rodgers thing now, or do you want to put it off till later?
well, why don't we do it while we're doing our picks?
Okay.
We'll get to when we get
I
to
don't
Green
wanna-
Bay.
Yeah, okay. So, anything else in the world of sports you want to talk about before we delve into the picks this week?
Well, let's. How about no?
Okay. Let's just go right to it then.
There we
So,
go.
you can
All right.
take it away.
First up, we have the Broncos 4-4 at the Cowboys 6-1 in Dallas. What Texas steers and queers only come from Texas. 1 p.m. 10 o'clock game, ChabDog time. Welcome to daylight savings, everybody. Dallas is a 9-point home favorite. The over/under is 49.5, and I don't have the Teddy Bridgewater clip ready, unfortunately, because I'd love to.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater is playing, but there is no Vance,
No Vance Von
Miller. Thank you.
Yeah, not Von Hayes, not
No.
Vance Joseph.
He
Von
wants
Miller.
I think they have more lenient policies out here to using Adderall and playing football
Yeah.
in
Well,
Los Angeles.
Geez, that's
So the only good thing I can say is that Bridgewater is 18-3 against the spread in his career as a road underdog. So he's been a road underdog a lot, and he's come through.
9 points is a lot of points, though.
And this is against the Cowboys. So,
Abe, why don't you look at this first? Because you're the one that keeps track of the stats. I'd kind of like to know how bad the Broncos compare to the Cowboys defensively and, both sides of the ball overall.
Well, it looks like, of course, you do have a slight advantage here with the Cowboys in that, Dak Prescott is really good. Bridgewater also very good. Very similar stats. However, the difference is their running game for the Cowboys with Ezekiel Elliott. Let me see. Is he in? He looks like he's still in. So that's good for the Cowboys, anyways. You also have CeeDee Lamb, their wide receiver, who's amazing as well. But then, of course, Denver also has Cortland Sutton. So looks like they're okay. The Broncos are a little. They're missing They're missing a linebacker and a tight end.
But there's no Dak Prescott for Dallas, right?
No, he's playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
Oh, he's completely back.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, Dak Prescott is back. He's got 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions versus Teddy Bridgewater, who has 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Actually, Teddy Bridgewater edges out Dak Prescott in total yards, but then again, Dak Prescott was out for a little bit, so that that's a factor there. When we talk about offense, the Cowboys.
What do you think of our new Pistachios football campaign? I hate it.
What's that?
Wow. So they have an advantage here as far as the total yardage is 465 yards for the Dallas Cowboys versus 357 for the Broncos. So of course there is definitely a much bigger offense from the Dallas Cowboys. However, and also we've got a lot of confidence coming into this game for the Cowboys since they have won quite a bit of games. They've won 6-1. That's the record against last place Denver in the AFC West, which they're actually tied with Kansas City with 4 wins, 4 losses.
They're 4-4.
Yeah, 4-4.
You make it sound so bad.
Well, it's not so bad, but it's. I guess when you look at Raiders, which is 5-2, I guess that's why. But I'm sure as we get to the Raiders, that might change.
Okay, so Abe, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But in the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the Cowboys here.
Yeah, I knew it.
It's hard to beat their offense, and they've got their players, they've got their running game, and it's a home game for Dallas, and that's it. Bada boom,
All right,
bada
Abe.
bang. Cowboys.
Abe, give us a short. Blix, give us a short response.
Okay, this is very simplistic. You got Dak Prescott. CeeDee Lamb looks like he's going to play. Amari Cooper looks like he's going to play. On the Broncos side, you don't have Noah Fant. You only have one wide receiver that they can double cover all game long. I'm taking Dallas on this one.
Wacky hot mess.
I'm taking the Cowboys. Of course.
Taking the boys. Gee, Brandon, are you going to take
I don't
anything
know.
different?
I feel like a little conflicted because I like Denver this year. Every time I've been able to get them right a lot. And I don't want to jump ship so quickly on this because I'm not sure Dak Prescott's going to be normal. But even if he's not quite normal, I think
who's normal?
His health condition. So let's just go with the Cowboys. Denver's not giving me any reason why I should believe in them today.
Well, Bridgewater. Bridgewater.
Do you want?
Bridgewater. And that's why I'm taking Dallas. Bridgewater. Bridgewater.
He's not that bad, really. He's just not that
He's
good.
just not that good. It doesn't matter about bad. It's Bridgewater.
He won't be able to keep up.
No.
Okay.
No. The other boys will just taunt him in
Next.
the yard. Next up, we have the Vikings at the Ravens. The Ravens, 5-2. Yeah. And ChabDog's wearing the Ravens uniform today. Number 9.
Blasphemy.
Number 9, ChabDog?
Justin Tucker,
Justin Tucker.
man of the 68-yard field goal.
Oh.
He's the guy that beat the Lions with that field goal.
He's
this
that
year.
kicker. Oh,
He's got the bionic leg.
Yeah, he's okay. I wish
He
we
is
had
the
a kicker
best
that
kicker.
good. Yeah, he's Austin. Buckers is great, but he's even better. So the Ravens playing the Vikings 3-4. As you've heard on the show many times, out of my mouth,
The Ravens
Vikings are
at the
pretenders.
Vikings or the Vikings?
Vikings at the Ravens.
Oh.
One early game, the Baltimore is a 6.5-point favorite.
Ravens
Over-under
had a
is
lot
50.
of rest.
Yeah.
The thing about the Vikings is that they tend to play close games. So, with the Vikings, you're probably going to get, even though they shouldn't be close to the Ravens, it's like their tendency to play these close games with the bad teams and the good teams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they get blown out too much. So, how many points is that?
6.5. Ravens 6.5 on the road. No, Vikings at Ravens. Vikings at Ravens. Ravens are at home. They're in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Dark streets of Baltimore. Kirk Cousins playing outside in the East.
I just think, Kirk Cousins has been terrible lately.
Yeah, he sucks ass.
I just don't see.
Blix, do you think Kirk Cousins sucks ass?
I don't see them.
I'm
being
pretty
able to
sure he
hang with the
does. I mean, he
Ravens.
plays for the Vikings.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
I got a stat
guaranteed
here.
right there.
He has a 73% completion rate when targeting wide receivers, and he's second best in the NFL. And that's what he does. He just runs up all these impressive stats on these.
He throws for like 6 yards a pass. I mean,
Yeah,
his passes are
on loser teams. And he
baby
just racks
passes.
up, they get blown out, and he racks up the yards afterwards.
That performance last week just took the cake, man. They couldn't even beat the Cowboys with that other guy playing quarterback.
Yeah, that defense was.
The Vikings are
lights
just
out.
so weak, so
They better
unpredictable,
be
but
careful.
generally weak. They piss me
so
off.
6.5, ChabDog. Who are you going to take?
Ravens.
All right, Ravens.
I'm wearing a Ravens.
Yeah, you're wearing
jersey.
Ravens gear.
I couldn't say anything else.
Yeah, because he's wearing Ravens gear. I'll take the Ravens 6.5. Abe, who do you want? Do you take the Ravens because ChabDog's wearing his jersey?
That's a good reason to pick the Ravens. I will say that it's
Yeah.
close. It's close as far as the numbers. They look very close.
Yeah,
But,
that's the thing. The Vikings play a lot of close games.
Yeah, this is going to be a close one. Will the Ravens get it by
Well, the
one
spread is
touchdown? I'd like to think so. So put me down for the Ravens.
Blix.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Ravens on this one, too. I mean, the only way the Vikings can win this game is if somehow, some way, Justin Jefferson goes the hell off and breaks an NFL record for receiving yards. And I don't see that happening with Kirk
Or a
Cousins
plane
as
crash.
quarterback.
They got a few other receivers, but this Kirk Cousins is what
Exactly.
You'll have a great
doesn't
stat
inspire
day.
me at all.
No
Justin
matter what
Jefferson-
happens.
it-
Wacky hot
Jefferson's
mess.
gonna be-
Ravens.
Oh boy. Okay, we're unanimously
Another
taking the
unanimous,
Ravens here.
Aw, damn, the
Yeah,
Vikings
as we
are going
were
to
with
win.
Dallas too. So
Okay.
yeah,
It won't be like
Yeah,
that the
they'll
whole
end up
show.
winning
It will
outright
not
then.
be like that the whole show. It can't be. It could be. If it did, it would be quite an event.
well now we have the Battle of Ohio up
Probably
next.
quite boring.
The Browns 4-4 are the Bengals 5-3, and this finally we have a Battle of Ohio. 'Cause Cincinnati and Cleveland are good teams again. 1 p.m. on CBS. Cincinnati a 2.5-point home favorite. Over under 46.5. And the Browns are the best rushing team in the NFL at 5.16 yards per carry, believe it or not.
Is everybody pretty healthy for the Bengals?
Anyway, injury report, Bueller? Anybody have an injury report?
Yeah, there's
Let's
a
see
lot
here,
of
real-
there's a lot of people for the Browns that might be missing. Can't get a read. Denzel Ward, Jadavian
action.
Clowney, McKinley. They're all questionable, and they're like, "Hey, we'll tell you in 24 hours," and there's nothing posted about them actually playing. So laundry list of injuries for the Browns. The Bengals are completely healthy outside of like backups, and this just screams Bengals to me.
What's the official explanation for what happened to the Bengals against the Jets? Because I'm still really mystified by that. Can anybody really explain that? Was this the whole team just let down for one game?
Maybe it was a wake-up call. I don't know.
I mean, the game was close. The game was close.
Wacky Hot Mess, you were watching that game. What did you observe?
Was it close at the end?
That if Blix and I were standing on top of each other height-wise, we wouldn't have covered the spread.
Okay. There you go.
I don't know what. It seems like the Bengals have dropped off, and it's not completely clear to me why, but I think that they should be able to win this game, and if they're not favored by more than it's 2.5.
It's 2.5, but it's the Browns.
Yeah, this is probably a 2-point game, but I don't have the nerve to do it, so I'm going with
but
the
it's in Cincinnati.
Bengals sticking.
It's in Cincinnati. That's why I say this game is screaming Bengals.
Oh, okay. So you're taking Cincy. All right, Abe?
Yeah, I'm going to take Cincy.
I like the Bengals.
Wow.
I love the Bengals in this game today, and it's just screaming Bengals, like Blix said.
Pittsburgh softened them up.
Taking the Bengals.
Wow. So I'm the only one taking Cleveland today. Okay.
No, my sister's taking Cleveland. Jennery is taking
Okay.
Cleveland in this one.
Yeah. Looks wearing his Browns T-shirt, and he's taking Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still taking the Bengals. I
Or he's
love
taking
my team.
Cincinnati, I mean. Okay.
Yeah.
You got to go with your head here.
Well, the money line of this game is
Not
very
like me
tight.
last
I mean, Cincinnati's only a minus 140. Browns are plus 120. So even Vegas isn't
It's
sure
not. They're not very confident about it.
Yeah.
I think Baker Mayfield's going to have a better game, but I don't think it's going to make enough of a
It
difference.
possibly could be a Baker Mayfield coming out party because he actually has a better record without OBJ. And now the OBJ pandemic is over in Cleveland officially tomorrow. He's being released, so maybe Mayfield wakes up and does what he did.
There
at
really
the end of last
wasn't a
year.
place for him. What was with the OBJ thing? I mean, there was no way for him to coexist on that team?
Apparently not.
I don't understand all the details on that dynamic. He seems like a talented guy, and they didn't want him. Okay. Well, we won't force a discussion on that. I'm just speculating. All right, so what's next?
The Buffalo Bills, 5-2, and riding high, are good to go down and play in warm Jacksonville, 1-6, and Jaguars won that game in London, England. 1 p.m. on CBS.
Can't rest
Buffalo
on those laurels
is
forever.
only minus 14.5, and it's the over/under is 48.5, and they're probably assuming Buffalo's going to score 49 of those 48.5 points. So as we know, the Jaguars have one of the worst pass defenses, so this is going to be.
But Buffalo didn't look exactly scintillating against Miami last week.
No, they were just relaxed.
They just kind of went through the motions, flexed their muscles a little bit, and ended up covering.
They still covered. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably a bad idea to bet against the Bills here. So I'm going with the Bills.
Yeah, he's on a Buffalo. I'm a man on Buffalo, too. I'll take the Bills. Lucky Hot Mess, who do you like in this one?
Points. Kill you. Bills.
Bills. Yeah, half points will kill you. That is a half there, too. Abe?
Gonna go with the Bills, my man.
Wow. Blix.
Yeah, this is going to be another consensus. I just don't see Jacksonville even scoring 14 points, and I'm pretty sure the Bills can put up 14 points in every quarter in this game, even with their backups in the fourth quarter. I got to take the Bills.
Yeah. Yeah, in every quarter. Well put.
Next
we have the Texans, another bloodbath, are playing at the Dolphins. And, funny how 2 1-7 teams and the Miami is a 6.5 point favorite. They're both 1-7 teams, but one of these teams can exist as a 6.5 point favorite. Kind of ridiculous.
Miami can't outscore anybody. They're sluggish. Texans are incompetent, but I just feel like it's time for the Texans to have a good game, so they can handle that.
Well, Tyrod Taylor
I
is set
think.
to return.
I like the Texans. I'm on the Texans bandwagon.
He's
this
generally
week.
played well against Miami, but in
Tyrod. They got Tyrod the Bod playing.
Yeah, he's back.
He's pretty good. He's pretty studly.
Dolphins have ranked 30th in yards per game.
When it comes to he's a
And
good
dead
looking
last
quarterback.
yards allowed, but the Texans are 31st in yards. Yeah, so they're
Prone
both
to
bottom
mistake.
feeders. So that's what I'm saying. Why is one team? I don't like. I'll take
Why
the
is
Texans
everybody
'cause
up on Miami here?
Yeah, by 6.5. I don't know. I'm not giving anybody a 6.5 point spread who's 1-7. And neither both these teams are 1-7.
I think whoever
so
set that
gets
spread was just being lazy.
They're just playing with us here. All right, so we're both on Texas. Abe, are you going to jump on the Texas bandwagon?
I'm going to jump on the Miami bandwagon.
Really?
Yeah.
In honor of Frank.
But I will say that it's going to be just crap. This is going to be a crappy game. It's just two bad teams playing each other, and that's that. And it's just going to now one thing is it's a Miami home game. Maybe. We'll see.
All right. Blix.
Yeah, this, like I say every week, there's always one game
You gonna take Dallas?
Must-miss
Texas?
television.
Houston? Texas?
This is a must-miss game. Nobody needs to see what's going to happen here whatsoever, but I can't
only
go.
steers and queers come from Texas.
Exactly. I can't pick the Dolphins because Tua's out. He's not going to play, and everything right here says maybe
No
the
Tua.
Texans. No Tua, and they didn't get the trade done for Deshaun Watson, so yeah, everything screams to me Texans in this game, especially with that. Really, what is it? 6.5 point spread.
6.5.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got to take the Texans in a touchdown. I mean, come on now.
I mean, Dolphins have failed to cover in 5 straight games. So, Blackie, how
Well,
about
they failed to win in 7 straight games, so yeah.
I'll take Texas.
All right, that's another. Except for Abe. Abe is riding.
It's generally aquamarine
Yeah.
sight unseen. Yes. Okay. Next. We're just moving through these things.
Yeah, we're cooking here. Cooking now. Next up,
All
we
right.
have the Raiders. Raiders are playing in New York. The Giants. Raiders surprisingly at 5-2 and coming off a bye week. At the Giants have somehow won 2 games, but they lost 6. Another 1 p.m. game on CBS. Raiders are a 3-point road favorite, over under 46.5. So, and what do you say? This is, the Raiders are coming off a very challenging week, having lost their great wide receiver Ruggs and all the future potential there.
Mm-hmm.
Tragic accident. I know it's got to weigh heavy on these young men's souls. Lives were lost needlessly, and a horrible and a wonderful career, a very promising career of a fine young man. Finding player was just in just a few moments of unthoughtfulness.
That's a team that's gone through a few shocks this year.
Yeah.
But they seem to bounce back every time.
Yeah, so I guess Biscotti.
It would be kind of like the Raiders, though, to blow this game.
Biscacca, poo-poo.
I don't know.
They
have a
I'm
the
going with
Raiders
the
really
Giants,
have a reason
and
to
it's
play
just,
well today.
There's just a lot of
be
stuff
focused.
going on that Raiders. I mean,
And
first
I
you
think
lose
that
your
that'll
head coach.
be the case.
Now you
So I
lose your
take the
wide
Raiders.
receiver.
Really?
It's very interesting how
Abe?
when we're looking at these stats, we do find Ruggs in there. Ruggs is that leading wide receiver for the Raiders, and it's actually just unbelievable to think that he is not going to be playing ever again in the NFL, and that's very tragic, and it is very sad. And I just think that
killed the Steelers
there's a
with
lot
this
going on in that team that is not looking good for them, and I think that'll show in today's game. against the Giants. So put me down for the Giants. I think if Ruggs was in there, maybe a different situation. Maybe a different situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Ruggs was in there, maybe a different situation.
Yep. Yeah. That's 2 men down. That's Gruden and Ruggs. Blix?
Yeah.
Is that going to knock the Raiders off their game?
I'm going to back up what Abe said. It's simplistic. The laundry list of charges that Henry Ruggs has, he's not playing in the NFL ever again. He's done. He's going to be suspended indefinitely. He might be able to get back in 2 or 3 years if there's a new commissioner, which I highly doubt. But he's gone. I actually think the Raiders would be a good landing spot for Odell Beckham Jr. And if they could actually get him, it would help them out. But losing Ruggs and losing the human version of Chucky, it kind of leans toward the Giants, but I can't take the Giants because there is nobody on the injury report for the Raiders, and they still have Derek Carr. I'm going to take the Raiders.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Raiders. Okay. Circling back on us there. Wacky hot mess.
That was a Jen Psaki.
She hates the Raiders, too, by the way.
That was a Jen Psaki circle back.
Yay!
I feel bad for everyone on the Raiders, but I still can't pick them. So I'll take the Giants.
Yeah.
For
She's taking the
reasons
G-Man.
unknown.
No.
Well, I ask why. Yes.
I feel bad.
Let's have real
Hey,
dissension
Abe,
on this
Abe,
show.
you
That's
don't drive
great.
your vet at
I like the
156 miles
disagreement
an hour
here.
down the side.
Well,
All right.
he has one of the latest.
So you're gonna break the
models.
tie
I have
here?
kind of
Yeah,
like
Abe, you have the same
classic
car
one
that he used in that accident, don't you?
Yeah, he's got the rear engine one. Actually, it's a mid-engine one, and I mean the only thing
I thought he had
the
yours.
only
Okay, so
thing
he's
I
got
can
the rear
say
engine
about
one.
that is that
Okay.
Chevy does a great job in protecting its occupants. I mean, when you're hitting something at 120 something miles an hour, and you and your girlfriend can essentially walk away from that. It's a testament to how those cars are built, and because of that, Ruggs is going to have to face, court. He's going to have to face
156.
justice for what he did. So, so if anything, there might be that for the family.
Yeah, very sad. All right, did we get everybody there on the Raiders? We did get everyone on the Raiders. Okay.
Well, everybody's opined. It wasn't unanimous, though.
No. It was
Okay. Well, isn't there? Where are we here? We're ripping through this
not. We have
stuff.
lots of time to talk about baseball. Oh,
Okay.
We can't. It's over. Next up, we have the Chargers traveling to the East Coast to play Philadelphia and the Eagles. Chargers at 4-3, and the Eagles at 3-5. This is be a 105 Eastern or 105 West Coast game. 4:05 back east on CBS. Chargers are a 2.5-point road favorite. Over under is 50. So, I think it's a danger game. This is a trap game. This is a trap game, yeah. So they're 2.5-point.
Eagles have been gathering some momentum based on what they did last week.
They have.
Which was, to me, a surprise how well they played.
They're a bad team, but they're a good bad team.
Yeah, and they play better at home.
Yeah, and the Chargers don't. Have historically,
The Chargers
forever,
have
never traveled well going back east.
They stopped impressing me. It was the week they beat Cleveland, I think, in that huge game where they scored tons of points. But my impression of their defense is not that good, and I don't know what's going on with the offense. They're probably having trouble with the red zone aspects of things. They can move. They have a nice passing attack, but I just don't know what's really lying behind the Chargers' surge this year.
This is
and
tough.
It's really petering out. I'm going with the Eagles.
This is really tough, and
mark me down for the Eagles
I know
for
that there's
similar
really
reasons.
this is
Abe?
this is really a money line bet.
You gonna fly
because there isn't much
like
of
an
a
eagle?
spread here, and I still like the closely matched game, and I like the Chargers in this one.
No.
I like Mike Williams. He's in the game, and let's see if they bring a little spark back to Philadelphia. Of course, offensively, total yards is the Chargers. Defensively, yards allowed favors the Eagles. The Chargers lost to New England. The Eagles did win to Detroit, so there is some confidence there, especially 44-6. I mean, that was a beatdown of the Detroit Lions last week. And but I'm just leaning to the Chargers.
Yeah, you all took the Lions, by the way.
I talked some people into it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm making the same mistake this week.
Yeah, you're cultish there.
I can't.
All right.
I can't.
Well, Blix, are you going to get into the cult of ChabDog and take Philly?
Yeah, I actually am, because I'm looking at the injury report. Asante Samuel Jr. is out, Michael Davis is out, and Alohi Gilman is doubtful for the Chargers. That defense is completely depleted, and you got Jalen Hurts, who can run around most linebackers, and you have nobody to back up those linebackers. Did you look at
what last week, what the Patriots did to them? I mean, the Patriots were pretty impressive in that game.
Yeah, and
I was surprised that the Chargers didn't offer up more resistance.
And I'll back up ChabDog on this. The Chargers come out like a ball of fire. They look like they might actually win the AFC West, and it's just kind of fizzled out with all these injuries and everything else. I got to go with the Eagles this week.
The Eagles. All right. We'll figure that out. Wacky Hot Mess.
My reasons are buried with Jimmy Hoffa, but I'll take the Eagles today.
Jimmy Hoffa. Probably in
No,
Jersey
it's
somewhere.
just they're in the AFC West. For no other reason than they're in the AFC West.
Well, speaking of which, now we have a very exciting matchup. Next game is the Packers at the Chiefs.
Oh, you want to play the Aaron Rodgers interview?
Yeah, let's
as background.
that part.
As
Yeah.
background.
Please
to this
do.
discussion.
Please do.
Yeah, let's
With the face lesions.
set this up
Is that
here.
a Halloween thing, or that was creepy?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, face.
He had face lesions like Woogie at the end of what's There's Something About Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice that. I mean, it was there with a.
They were like obvious all over his face.
Let's see.
COVID. One was staying immunized. Of course, now be out of the big game this weekend. But amid new questions this week, Rodgers is now breaking his silence. What he's now saying about his vaccination status, adding, "This is a witch hunt." Here's Ariel Rusha.
Check this out.
This weekend, Aaron Rodgers will not be playing football after testing positive for COVID months after saying he was, quote, immunized.
Are you vaccinated, and what's your stance on vaccinations?
Yeah, I've been immunized. There's guys in the team that haven't been vaccinated. I think it's a personal decision. I'm not going to judge those guys.
Today, for the first time, he's acknowledging he never got vaccinated, calling the controversy surrounding him a witch hunt.
First of all, I didn't lie in the initial press conference. During that time, it was a very, witch hunt that was going on across the league for everybody. And the media was so concerned about who was vaccinated.
ESPN reporting that Rodgers has been treated by the NFL as an unvaccinated player since the beginning of the season.
My daily routine is the routine of an unvaccinated person.
The reigning NFL MVP citing an allergy to an ingredient in the mRNA Pfizer and Moderna vaccines and saying he didn't want to get the Johnson & Johnson shot. Rodgers claiming he followed all league protocol, testing daily and masking around teammates.
Everybody has their own story and their own issues and their own reasons. I made a choice that was in my best interest. You might respect it, you might hate it.
And David, Rodgers has been placed on the reserve COVID-19 list, which is why he will have to sit out that big game this weekend against the Kansas City Chiefs. David?
All right, Ariel Rusha. Ariel, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for
George.
checking out the ABC
Yeah,
News
no.
YouTube channel.
All right.
Well, we don't have to
Yeah,
hear
we-
George Step.
No, we're not going to hear George
Georgie Step.
mentioned, but there you go.
Yes.
So I'm just glad he's out. I mean, I'm just thrilled that he's not playing Kansas City today. Yeah, we'll send you pictures of his lesions.
Yeah. So that's why we're watching Love instead of
So he was
Rogers this week. And,
immunized,
I just
apparently.
I think he just misspoke, but his subsequent attempts to say that to rationalize what he said before don't quite line up, and he's just kind of reaffirmed my suspicion that he's one of these guys that likes to be the smartest guy in the room, or think he's the smartest guy in the room.
Well, he was on Jeopardy.
No, it's hard to figure him out.
Holy
but
shit!
It
Did you
doesn't
see
help
that?
me. This doesn't help me like him,
No.
and his other lies are not matching his current lies, and that's when you start getting hurt, according to Gene Hackman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In Unforgiven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have that clip too.
We have that one too. Yeah, in fact, we got a few minutes here. Why don't we enjoy that?
Yeah, I like this part of the movie. We're gonna get to
We're
it.
getting to it. Yeah, we're going to build up to it here. We're going to torture. This torches wacky
First,
hot mess.
first we're gonna hear what's coming to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, this isn't nice. I had to click past a YouTube warning to get to this, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
This
Well,
is-
yeah. There's a white man whipping
Yeah.
another man.
It's,
That's pretty bad.
It
See those
happened
people,
in
look how
history,
concerned these
unfortunately.
people, these women all have
Talk
hands up
about
their
that.
mouths.
Oh, there's a lot of aspects
Boy,
of this
they really
movie.
care. I bet you this guy. Yeah, he boned every one of them. That's why they're all concerned. It's like he was the best cock in town.
You're Mr. Quincy, and what's the young fella's name?
Morgan Freeman Jr.
Elroy Tate.
He's strong as nails.
No, that's not what you said.
It's not matching up with his prior statements.
No, you said Elroy Quincy out of Medicine Hat and Henry Tate out of Cheyenne.
Hell if I did.
This is exactly what Rogers did.
Charlie, go and get them whores what fuck these boys the night of the storm. Strawberry ice and silky. Yeah, come on, yeah. Come on. And then, them whores are going to tell different lies than you. And when their lies ain't the same as your lies, well, I ain't going to hurt no woman. I'm going to hurt you. Not gentle like before.
Not gentle.
But bad.
Gentle. So he's the Gene Hackman and Aaron Rodgers.
The NFL. I don't know. There's something going on here. He doesn't want to be seen as intentionally misleading anybody, but that statement he made about being immunized is clear in his subsequent comment that he knew it meant vaccinated, and he knew he wasn't vaccinated.
No, but immunized doesn't.
He's just kind of
it's pure set theory. Not all things are immunized or vaccinated, and all vaccinated things are immunized.
I think he's just being coy for the sake of being coy.
I'm just going to jump in here, and we talked about this pre-NFL season that Aaron Rodgers really wanted out of Green Bay. He found his way out right there with everything that he said about the vaccine. Oh, I got it. I didn't get it. Now I got COVID. Now I can't play. Blah, 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 blah. And has anybody seen the picture of him wearing the skull cap with all these scratches all over his face? He looked like he just come out of a meth house. I don't think he has COVID. I think he has withdrawal issues from the meth house in Milwaukee.
Abe, you got anything to say about that?
About the lesions.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a picture.
It's a wacky hot mess was talking about.
If we can get a
Talking
picture.
about the lesions, it looks like, yes, he had some kind of malaria. He was in some forest and he caught some kind of leech disease.
It's
This
great.
sounds
No,
awful.
he looks like a cracked out, pardon the pun, hot mess right now. It's really weird. And I've seen pictures of
Watch
people
it
with
with the hot
COVID.
mess.
I've been around people with COVID in the hospital with the mask on. Nobody had lesions. He does.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he's going through withdrawal issues right now. He doesn't have COVID. He needs crack.
Nobody says they have. You either have it or you don't. And
He was on TV. You could see it all over his face.
why would he
horrible.
say?
I put the
Why would he
picture up
say
so
he
you-
had it if he didn't?
You obviously don't look at my Twitter feed. Maybe Abe remembers because he liked it at least. I put up a picture of him, and I said, "Yeah, the guy's out for COVID. It's not some STD-related disease or something." It was, and I put a picture of him on Twitter. Yeah, you could see him. It was on our
I
website
may
too,
not
by
have
the way.
known. I think I saw.
So you need to go to
something.
ChabDog.com.
I saw something, but I didn't.
Yeah, you don't get on
connect it.
Twitter much, but if you went to ChabDog.com, you'll see my
No,
Twitter feed there, and you
I
would
know,
have seen that.
I know
picture
what you're.
from there.
I've been
Yeah.
wondering what that picture was.
That's
and
what it was.
It's such
I thought it was Halloween.
It's such a
actually.
disturbing picture that I don't even want to look at it.
Yeah.
So now I know what it
The
is.
guy like has gonorrhea on his face or something. It's horrible.
He looked at me like I was a wacky hot mess earlier.
No, it's just.
Oh, but Abe, asking Abe might be too soon because he did also post himself.
So does this
He
mean
broke
he's
up
not going to be
from
doing
Aaron
State
Rodgers.
Farm commercials for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done with that.
It's too soon. Is this too raw?
They're
for
going to
you?
drop the. He's already lost a couple endorsements already. State Farm's going to drop him here soon too.
And
it's
like
just gonna
a
be
good
Pat Mahomes.
neighbor, State Farm is
Fucks
there.
you.
Said like a good neighbor, Aaron Rodgers
That's
has
the
something
joke.
other than COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Jeopardy's not going to want him back either.
Oh, he's gone there.
Yeah,
So
They've
for all,
been running spots with him too.
for all that and more,
All right. Well, anyway,
Give
we
me
got
the
it. We,
Chiefs.
we have to talk about the game, huh?
yeah.
Okay.
The hell talking about the game? There's no
I mean,
Rodgers.
I'm
There's no
curious to
Packers.
see what's.
I'm taking the Chiefs. Make it
I
short
do.
sweet.
I mean, I'm curious to see.
Doesn't anybody want to see what Love America style, Love Wisconsin style's like?
No.
Love Wisconsin style. I'm curious. Maybe somebody commented on my blog that he might be able to put your first string quarterback at a lot of teams.
Oh, come on.
But the fact is, he's a green rookie. Right?
Defense, I thought that was
Very green.
Yeah, he's
slow start, but
very.
Well, I will
So,
say
I
that
wouldn't count on him.
it does. It looks.
He is playing the one of the worst deep. Abe, what is the Chiefs' defense ranked? Wisconsin style.
I'm taking the Chiefs. We got Melvin Ingram this week playing.
Oh, right. Melvin Ingram.
We traded him for the 6th round draft pick for Pittsburgh.
That's right.
I think defense.
Are all the other Packers healthy and ready to play? Pretty much.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
but it's not
good
their
for them.
stars. It's not the star defense.
I just think it's been a good team all year pretty much, and that team they're going to show up and play. So, what's the spread?
7.5.
Okay, too much. Going with the other team.
Oh, you're taking the Packers.
Definitely.
Wow.
I want the Chiefs to take notice of their problems and do something. So
wake up
I don't
with
want
fake
to coddle
solutions
them
tomorrow.
and enable them by taking them on that spread.
Gee. Okay. Just don't tell
You
your
know,
wife.
I do
She
like.
agrees with me.
She
I
does.
like the Chiefs in
She
this
gonna bet against them
game.
today too?
Simply because they do
Abe,
have
who
Patrick
do you like here?
Mahomes. There's a little bit more experience, but also Jordan Love. He's got a lot to prove today. He's got a lot to prove today in today's game. I mean, he needs to make a statement against Kansas City. And guess what? He still has Aaron Jones. He still has Devontae Adams. So it's not like. Yes, Rodgers may not be there, but their other star players are going to be there. And I'm not saying that Green Bay could come off with the win here, but I'm saying can Kansas City Chiefs, beat the spread? That's what I'm looking at. I can say that Kansas City has allowed more yards than Green Bay. So defensively, can they hold back Kansas City just enough to get within the spread? I'm going to say today's game, Green Bay at least. I'm picking Green Bay simply because I think the spread might be too high. It's just maybe too high, just too high, and I'll leave it at that.
Hi.
I'm here with you.
All of a sudden, it's taken you 9 weeks to figure that out. I told you that Buffalo game.
If I was going to break your ball,
She did. She did. I remember.
I just don't think.
She did.
I don't think the offensive situation for the Chiefs is all that rosy. They haven't done well in the red zone. I mean, it's just been very weird the last 3 weeks.
All right, Blix, who do you like here?
I've already said it. I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm sorry. I can't trust a greenhorn quarterback, even with all those weapons that Green Bay has on offense.
Greenhorn.
I gotta take the Chiefs in this one. They're just too talented. It's going to be a high-scoring game because neither one of them really has a good defense. So I think it's still going to be high-scoring, probably a 35-24 type of score. But I got to go with the Chiefs.
Packers have a decent defense.
Yeah, they have a decent defense.
Decent, not good.
I'm going to take the Chiefs today, but only they've got problems. I mean, like when I watch in previous weeks when I watch their offense, they'll roll into plays, and it's very obvious that the defense.
What happened last week?
Manages the defenses can cover. They show up where all their receivers are running, where all their offensive options are. Like they know the plays they're running. They're able to line up and perfectly cover everybody. So Holmes has nowhere to throw. And then he rolls out, and there's nothing to do, and then he panics and throws the ball up in the air, and it completely breaks down.
And the protection,
it's like a circus.
Not always there.
Well, it's not there. It's almost like the defenses know the plays we're calling. And there was a time when the Chiefs' raw talent was good enough that even if they knew the play they were calling, they would outplay them.
Kelsey's numbers must be down this year.
They're way down. So that's not happening
That
anymore.
to me is the biggest problem.
So
that's
I put that on coaching. The players are still excellent. They're able to execute well. They're proud. I think coaching needs to come up with better plays to call to fool these defenses here so they can create the openings they were creating a year and a half ago.
I know.
Because raw
Andy's the one responsible for that. He's always staring at that plastic thing he holds in front of his face.
So I take the Chiefs only in hope that they will finally resolve these coaching issues and get these players in some fresh plays.
It's a good thing for you guys that the game's in Kansas City.
Balls as well. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. So and that kind of winds us up here for the.
It's kind of fortunate.
The morning games there. We'll pick 3 more after the break.
So are we at the break yet, or where
We're
are
getting close. We're getting very close here. I'm looking for. I thought I loaded some bumper music up here.
Well, just to mention, I think Aaron Rodgers may have had those legions
That's the
because
joke.
he dressed up as John Wick.
Let's have our short clips
You could
here.
lead in
well.
with a jerk clip.
So
somebody's not.
Yeah, and interesting enough, he went to that Halloween party.
Okay, that's the reason.
Yeah, he got COVID right after,
side.
so it does question some. How much mask wearing and
this side.
What kind of precautions was he taking at the Halloween party? Yeah, because he dressed up as John Wick. Aaron Rodgers. That's why he had the legions on his face, because he dressed like John Wick.
What are you guys talking about? Oh.
For Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Dude, you touched the garage door. Okay,
I mean,
sorry.
it's right up.
Sorry, you got to move. It's fast. Okay, well, ChabDog's got to run here.
Okay, I got a little closer.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and take your shoes off when you come back in, too.
We love winners.
So we have a parking issue going on here at ChabDog Studios. What did Wacky Hot Mess, you went out and had a look. What's the, give us a report.
Oh, well, the report is the neighbor was dressed up like Mr. Rogers, and I was kind of frightened that He was going to tell me something. I think he's going somewhere.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Bob's probably going to church.
Maybe.
Okay. That's what people
anyways,
do. They dress in their
yes, he said,
Sunday
"Sorry
best.
Well, it's okay. You're over the age of
but,
14.
could
Mr.
you-
Rogers will not mess with you.
Sorry to bother you. Could you please have your friend move his car because it's touching the
garage door. Okay.
I need to get out.
Well, he's very. Our neighbor's
Very
extremely
kind.
dignified.
Very kind.
Okay, so it wasn't a melt. Yeah, it was a perfectly
no.
good situation.
He's a nice man.
Well, thank you so much for handling and diffusing that situation.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the
It
Mr.
sounds like it was
Rogers
so
clip
volatile
right now?
there.
Come back in. I don't want to give ChabDog
Won't
any
you be
anxiety like the
my
guys,
neighbor?
his Prius.
You know,
and
and
the
that's the
guys
trouble.
Mercedes.
I mean, that's what's so great about living here, our studio in Newport Beach, is that everyone's so chill that even when it's, it's never a panic situation where things have to happen. It's just, hey, smooth car,
Last week
please.
he almost ran over the neighbor's dogs. ChabDog. It's always something, huh?
Oh, he just tears into here in his Manhattan Beach ways. But, well, that's just perfect. Well, next week we'll have some music to lead us into the break here, but it's time for us to take our break. So, ChabDog, just stick around. We're going to play a couple of clips here. I think one from Seinfeld and one from Boardwalk Empire, and a couple of ads, and then we'll be right back. So, you don't be changing.
The law office of Brandon S. Chabner, serving clients in Southern California with transactional legal services since 2007. We handle general corporate, outside counsel type work, drafting and negotiating a wide variety of business and commercial contracts, including non-disclosure agreements, independent contractor agreements, and employment agreements. Our experience includes working with public and private companies and involves a broad range of industries, including healthcare, consumer products, real estate, and high technology. Mr. Chabner has over 20 years of legal experience, having worked for some larger national firms and serving as general counsel for a multi-million-dollar private company here in Southern California before starting his own legal practice. His educational credentials include a law degree from UCLA, where he was on law review, undergraduate degree at Yale, where he graduated magna cum laude, and an MBA from Harvard Business School. Other areas of focus for Chabner Law include press release and business plan editing, pre-litigation matters, and debt and mortgage resolution work. You can contact us at 310-698-0740 and at bchabner@chabnerlaw.com.
Like ChabDog said, he was 100% right.
He can take all comers.
Look, another mummy.
My apologies, gentlemen. I trust you've been enjoying yourselves.
We're getting real friendly. Promise this year that stick it only halfway in. As I was saying, I'll do 500 cases a month of rum. Plus,
I need to stop you. I won't be selling you alcohol anymore. Things have changed.
How come?
It's not really your concern.
Exactly the kind of high-handed attitude that makes
I've got friends in politics, highly placed friends. As a favor to them and for my own peace of mind, I prefer to simplify things.
Well, I got money, you got booze. What could be simpler than that?
That I sell to one buyer only. Effective immediately, I'll be exporting exclusively from Atlantic City to Mr. Rothstein. If you'd like, you can buy directly from him.
At a 50% markup.
Well, you could always buy from Brooklyn.
Still love it. Peg leg Lanigan.
Those patties won't sell to Italians.
Sorry, boys. New year, new rules.
Oh, see, that makes sense. Chink I know, runs a laundry. Tells me 23 is the year of the pig.
This is a business decision, Mr. Rossetti.
I come all the way down here. Put up with car trouble.
We all got the same news.
Yeah, but we ain't all in the same fucking boat. I'm getting squeezed on all sides here by
Partially staged.
No, fuck you, Frank. Your fucking rat hole bar and your warehouse in Canarsie. I don't see you doing me any favors, amigo. And you smug kike midget, creeping around like a fucking dentist with the ether.
Why don't you watch your fucking
Why don't you go sit in the corner, short pants? And then there's you. Fucking breadstick in a bow tie. You pasty-faced cocksucker.
You must be tired, Mr. Rossetti. That can make a man irritable. You need some rest.
I need 500 cases of rum.
You and your men. My guests at the Ritz.
You think I can't float my own hotel room?
I'm making a goodwill gesture. Accept it or not.
How about I make one, too?
You'll not do it here.
I'll shit you out like yesterday's sausage, you bog-trotting prick.
You're making my decision very easy.
Nobody here could take a joke.
Get on.
Don't you wear him out. He's got to work tonight.
What a great place. You know, you can tell so much about a person from the way they live. Just looking around here, I can tell you're a genuinely dirty person. What do I do with this? Oh, you keep it there. Where's your garbage? There.
You know what I'd like to do?
What?
Guess your weight.
Hey, that would be interesting for me. No one has tried to guess my weight. You see, I guess their weights and be sort of a...
Put your arms up.
This will give me a whole different perspective on this. Hey, you're really trying to be accurate. Is it getting hot in here? Wait a minute! What's happening to my special purpose? Well, when I was a kid, my mom told me that was my special purpose, and someday I'd find out what that special purpose
believe me, it is.
Today's the day!
Well, do it after the break.
Hey, this is like a ride!
My dear family.
Oh, this note was great.
Guess what? Today I found out what my special purpose is for. Gosh, what a great time I had.
Love that mother.
I wish the whole
Susan,
family
what's
could have been
happening?
here with me. Maybe some other time, as I intend to do this a lot. Every chance I get. I think next week I'll be able to send more money as I may have extra work. My friend Patty promised me a blowjob. Your loving son, Nathan. And he's got the kisses here.
That's always great when you get promised a blowjob.
So we're back.
Okay.
Going back up here.
Yes, that was taken from The Jerk, circa 1977 or 78.
78, somewhere around there.
That was really the heyday of Steve Martin. I can still remember it. He was just coming off of that Saturday Night Live stuff. He was hot, and he did that was a great movie. Just nonstop laughter. So we're back, and we got one game that we forgot to discuss, which does merit a lot of discussion. I think it's kind of an interesting one. It's the Panthers hosting the Patriots, and I forgot the line on this. What is the line? Panthers by a smidge? It can't be by a lot.
Patriots are 3.5-point favorites on the road. Panthers are 3.5-point home dogs.
The Patriots are 3.5-point favorites?
Yes, sir.
Over a Carolina team that did they manage to win last week? Isn't that right? Didn't they win last week?
Blix.
I'm double checking.
My memory serves me that they pulled an
beat the
upset of
Falcons.
some sort last week.
They beat the Falcons 19-13.
Oh, it wasn't a real. And we were, I think some of us were thinking the Falcons were going to win that. I think I got that game wrong. Carolina is just
I'm one of them.
A very difficult team to figure out, but God, I mean, the Patriots have been on a roll lately, and they seem to understand how to move the ball with their new quarterback. The defense is playing well enough. They're well coached, and Carolina doesn't have Sam Darnold. That can't be good for them. They do get McCaffrey back, but I don't know how much of a difference one running back's going to make in the grand scheme of things. So this could well be a close game, and I get burned, but I'm going to say Patriots. They can win by 4 in my mind.
Patriots and that stud quarterback from Alabama, by the way.
Mac Daddy Jones.
Yeah, the Mac. I like the Patriots here, too, so even though they're playing in Carolina, I'll still take them, too. There's two of us on the Pats bandwagon. Wacky Hot Mess.
I will say that I do.
She's going to pass Abe in North Carolina.
That's okay.
Abe's not in North Carolina.
Well, I definitely like
in North Carolina. What am I talking
favor
about?
the Patriots in this
Abe.
game.
Go ahead, Abe.
The good news is
He
that
baffled everybody.
the spread is not that big. It's a very small spread, and we do have as far as all the power players for New England. Yeah, it's just a little bit. It's not much. So
It's a half point, dude. It's 3.5. There's a half point there. It's dangerous.
yeah, I like
For
it.
the Patriots, it's like taking the training wheels
it's a
off.
comfortable
Really,
spread. It's not
taking
it's
them
not
on the
a
road.
huge spread.
Young quarterback,
I like
young
the
team.
Pats in this game. The Pats are favored.
Growing pains.
Put me down for the Patriots today. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, both teams are 4-4 as well, so they both had some good times. They both had some bad times. They both struggled. So Darnold is out today, right?
Questionable.
Blix, is Darnold going to start?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the full injury report for the Panthers, and Sam Darnold is not on it, which means he's playing. So you got Darnold, you got Run CMC, and you're playing at home. And the interesting thing about this game is it's a bunch of 4s. You got a 4-4 Patriots team against Carolina that's 4-4, and both teams mirror that against the spread. Both teams are 4-4 against the spread also.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got Darnold and you got Run CMC, I'm going with the Panthers on this one.
Bend over, here it comes again.
Yeah, you're selling me on that, huh?
Remember, Belichick has plenty of experience dealing with Darnold.
Yes,
He
and
played for the
Belichick
Jets.
has a history of losing to the Panthers. Go look at Cam Newton's record against the Panthers.
Oh, I forgot about that aspect
Yeah,
of it. Oh, wow.
Cam Newton went undefeated against Belichick, and I think they keep it going.
Patriots defense, I think.
Okay.
I thought they were really
So
good.
Wacky Hot Mess, you're...
Yeah, I don't like Belichick or Kraft or anything about the Patriots today. I'll take the Panthers.
All right.
Wow.
All right. So Blix is Carolina. You know what? I'm flipping my pick. I'm dropping the Pats.
I'm here all the way. Just like I picked
Dom the
the
Outlaw.
Chargers, and I'm stuck with that
Abe
that
agreed with
pick.
You agree with me, Abe?
I have a feeling I'm going to get a text message from Blix later.
I'm not on an island on this one.
You can always change your mind before kickoff.
Here we are. Be nice to me. Be nice to me.
Oh, be nice, Blix. Be nice.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the other game.
Blix, be nice. Blix,
I was
be
nice to you last week.
Yeah, you hadn't rubbed it in that you hadn't rubbed it in that the Steelers beat the Browns.
Come on, brother.
I don't need to rub it in.
We
That
love
would be professional
winners.
of me.
There we go.
We're just ready. We're just ready for the next game.
Next up, we have the Falcons at the Saints. The Dirty Birds are traveling to New Orleans to drink on Bourbon Street after the game. Saints are a 6-point home favorite, but this is a divisional game, everybody. Over-under is 42. The money line, Saints are a minus 255 to go along with those 6 points. Falcons plus 205. Jeez. Divisional game. And Jameis Winston had a season-ending ACL tear, so he is gone.
Yeah, he got jerked around.
Crab legs and all.
He was messed up on that play.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Jeez.
And New Orleans is starting the third-string quarterback instead of the second-string quarterback, Taysom Hill. So take that into account that they're starting a third-string
Is Taysom Hill available?
Yes.
Is Taysom Hill available?
Yes, he is.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I got that. I got that update.
Well, he's not a standard
2
quarterback.
days ago.
He's like a running guy.
Oh, he's different?
He's a running guy.
Is he a trans quarterback?
I didn't mean that in a sexual way. I just meant that.
You're looking at me in a sexual way.
No, I'm not.
Well, with those eyes, dude.
We can all see it. You looked at it like
I didn't say it. He
I
did.
need help. Help me. Send help.
The thought
please.
never entered my brain. Believe me. And my brain is an iron sieve.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
nothing gets in there unless I want it to get in there.
Because of all that, I'm taking the Falcons.
Then there's no reason behind that?
Yeah, there's great reason behind that, because that quarterback...
Because the guy they put in there for the Saints he must have got the job done. He did okay.
Yeah, he's different, though.
I mean, let's pay attention to who's playing in this game. You're talking about the
talking about
Saints versus the Falcons.
He got the job done in practice.
Yeah, Matty Ice.
They're weak.
Practice.
The Saints' defense is
the game I love, not the game that I
impressed.
bleed and leave my blood on the court for. But practice.
I was very impressed with the Saints' defense against the Bucks.
No, the Falcons have a chance to go get to 500 here. The Falcons are 3-4. The Saints are 5-2. I think this. Okay, this is why I'm taking the Falcons. The Falcons deserve to be a 400-500 team, and the Saints aren't. 5-2 with all down to the third-string quarterback, and they're a 5-2. They're not a 5-2 team. They're closer to 500.
I'm telling you, they got a great defense,
and
that.
Put a bag over her head. And
they've got a few weapons on offense.
Yeah, she has a great body. You just got to put a bag over her head.
You're not giving them very much respect.
Maybe a bag over your head too.
They handled Tampa Bay pretty well.
And turn out the lights in the room.
What do you think, Blix? I'm getting disgusted by our exposition on this.
No, this game because it's in New Orleans says Saints. But how big is the spread again?
Let's have sex.
What's the spread again?
By what? It's like 6?
6. Saints by 6.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. These two teams have always played each other really tight games, and I agree with ChabDog. New Orleans has an outstanding defense, but somehow, some way, Matty Ice finds a way, and I think the Falcons actually win this game outright.
Yeah. You and your sister, right?
Yes. She's on
She
that.
should be on that.
I'm a Falcons fan, and she's going with the Falcons too. So,
this is a tough one.
I just see a way.
ChabDog's on.
A very tough game.
New Orleans.
It looks like it
Abe?
might be that close. And,
Maybe you a Dirty Bird fan
I think
here?
in the end, it could pull out here for the Falcons. Yeah.
Falcons. Ooh, I like it. So ChabDog's on an island here.
Okay.
Wacky Hot Mess?
Yeah. I'm just officially going with the Saints because last week I backed out, I think.
I'm going with the Saints because
Oh.
The price is wrong, bitch.
I like the Saints at home. Did you call me a bitch?
I think you're the one that...
No, that was Adam Sandler.
You're, either you or Blix
Adam
talked
Sandler
me out
told me.
of going with the Saints last week, and it's not happening
I'm
again.
going with the Saints also. They're at home.
You
They're at
better
home.
be careful with your sound bites, dude.
Oh, no kidding. I didn't know
Your
Adam
wife's
Sandler thought I thought
gonna,
that felt that
gonna
about
belt
me.
you one.
Thank you.
I don't
Be
have
careful
warrant.
there.
Passive-aggressive
Your dinner
with
might be
those
dog
sound bites.
food, well read.
That all depends on the Chiefs' outcome.
Yeah, it all depends on the Chiefs' outcome.
We talked. Okay, so what's
They don't win. Yeah, what happens when around your household when the Chiefs don't win, ChabDog?
the same thing that happens when they do win?
Really? Oh no!
I mean, it's not like
If I was going to break your balls, I'd tell you to go home and get your shine box.
it's not like there's this massive up and down. Really, there's
Oh, really?
Oh no, the well-read. He knows me. Yesterday, he ran around the house after me, knowing
because
that
my wife
just in case
understands.
we had a loss
She's a
today.
realist
Oh,
at
no,
heart.
yeah,
She's a
losing
realist
today.
at heart.
Not getting anything.
But I do sense a gloom right now over the household because of the Chiefs' performance. It's even though they've won a few games, she's not convinced. So today's game will help.
Yes, it could help a long way.
Ball man
Unless-
in the studio.
If they lose, oh boy.
Do we get through all the day games?
No, we got a little more to go here.
Okay.
Next to San Francisco, where the Cardinals, the high-flying Cardinals, are coming in to town. 1.5 point road favorites over the 49ers, 4:25 p.m. our time. No, their time. 1:25 p.m. our time. Over-under is 45. Cardinals and Niners.
So basically, this game is even. I mean,
yes. In fact, this is the money line. It's a money line bet because the Cardinals are plus 110.
You know,
the Niners are minus
that's
130.
that's a tough
And
call there. But
why? Abe,
I'm not
why
too sure
are
why
the
they're favored
49ers
so
favored
much.
at all?
But
well, the 49ers had a good game last week.
Our odds are courtesy of
hold on.
DraftKings Sportsbook, by the way.
They beat the Bears up last week. I know this was the Bears, but they went into Chicago and have played a pretty strong game, didn't they?
I'm going to interrupt
is
before we
chomping at the
actually, before we even get into our picks whatsoever. Kyler Murray, who is listed as questionable for today's game, is
Right.
hopeful to suit up, but the Cardinals don't have a ton of optimism that the quarterback will play. So we
That's
have
why.
to take this game as Kyler Murray is not playing this game.
And who's his backup? Because we made this mistake before of panicking when there's a backup involved.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
We have
follow the
no
Cardinals. I don't follow the Cardinals. Like I have no idea who
It's
the backup
nobody worth
quarterback
talking
is.
about.
It's probably
Apparently.
somebody we know, and we have no idea who. Yeah, this will be interesting.
Oh.
So
Well, that's the sudden loss of confidence in the Cardinals. Plus, George Kittle is coming back.
Kittles and bits.
Fascinating.
He's their best tight end, isn't he? He's a stud. He's
one
a
of
great
the best
player.
tight ends in the game.
Cardinals
And
are
the 49ers have Deebo
Niners
Samuel
record?
coming back too.
This is just a classic situation where you go with the team that at home with their own starting quarterback. I mean,
Yep.
I don't know how I could trust a backup to. I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Yeah. The 3-4 49ers.
Fear of the unknown.
You're taking the 3-4 49ers.
Fear of the unknown. I know it's like
But you
shouldn't have lost.
don't fear a 3-4 record.
I fear the unknown of the quarterback for the Cardinals, who may be a nobody, and if their offense can't do anything, then the 49ers aren't going to win this game.
Uh-huh.
So why not?
Yeah. Oh, Blix, I think I know who you're taking.
No, you don't. I'm still taking the Cardinals.
I don't.
I'm still taking the Cardinals.
Exactly, yeah, of course. You've been ringing that button since preseason.
Exactly, and they just somehow, some way, find a way to win. They had that one lackluster game where they actually got the one loss on their record, and they could have won that game too. They could have beat the Packers in that game.
That was the last game they just played. Mm-hmm. And there was a reason that they didn't win that game, and one of them is Kyler Murray he's been hurting. He's been something's going on with his body, and he's breaking down.
I think they find a way, and I love Kyle Shanahan. He's a great offensive coach. I cannot pick San Francisco.
I will say that on at least in my other pool, I did pick the 49ers in today's game. I also see that, like Blix has said, I guess, we got to wait and see what's going on with the Cardinals quarterback here. But just put me down for the 49ers on today's game.
Okay, you and Brandon are taking the Niners. Wacky Hot Mess, you live in the state of California just like ChabDog and Abe. Are you going to take the
you can throw
49ers
away the records when the Saints
California
and the
team?
Falcons play. Jason Meany-Kind here to pick
I like the Niners in this game. I'm going to take them.
Jason Meany-Kind here to pick this game. 4 week 9.
Sure am.
Well, Jesus. My gut's telling me to take the Niners, but I'm going to take the Cards. You don't, until the machine's broken, keep playing that slot machine. Just keep playing it over and over and over and over again until they haul you off. And tonight we have the Titans at the Rams. The resurgence. Benny Hill of the Titans there is playing. The Rams, no running game anymore, though. What else do we have on this one? Titans 6-2 at the Rams 7-1, 8:20 p.m. Eastern, NBC. LA Rams favored by 7.5 points, over under 54. I don't think there's maybe Von Miller's playing, maybe he's not. It'll still be worth watching. ChabDog, what do you like here?
Is Stafford healthy and playing?
Absolutely.
Okay, because I heard during the week he had some problem with his abdominal strain or something.
Really? I thought he had a problem urinating.
No.
No? You didn't have any painful urination? That's what I heard. You heard abdominals?
Yeah. Are you joking about the urination?
Are you joking about the abdominals?
No. I think you were joking. So, maybe. Anyway. I don't see what are the Rams favored by?
7.5.
God, that is kind of large.
Yeah. That's what she said.
But the Titans don't have Henry. I'm going to say the Titans can cover that. I'm not buying it. I think the Rams will win, but the Titans have enough to, I think, to keep that thing reasonably close and under one score.
I picked the Rams.
You're liking Benny Hill, are you?
So just looking back, I'm leaning.
Abe, are you a Benny Hill
fan? The Titans
fan?
are a tough team, and it's going to be close. Still taking the Rams in this game.
Oh, well, it depends on how close.
So you're taking the Rams, though?
He's still taking the Rams, though.
Okay. Blix.
Yeah, this is an easy decision. No Derrick Henry, and you might have Von Miller on that already stacked Rams defense. I'm taking the Rams.
All right, you're taking the Rams. Wacky Hot Mess.
I'm on the Rams today.
All right, she's all over the Rams. I just love this Benny Hill music. Because that's who's Tannehill. Yeah, I don't like the Rams, but maybe Tannehill will pull it off here.
Out of spite, go pick against Tannehill.
What's their record again? 7-1 versus 6-2. Yeah, you know what? Knock the Rams down a peg. I'm going to go with Benny Hill to somehow beat the Rams or at least backdoor cover that spread.
He might play as well as he played against the Chiefs. You never know. What?
Benny Hill.
The last game was on Monday night, ChabDog. This is even waiting.
Speaking of Ben, look what's happening on Monday night. My Steelers get to host the Bears.
Against the Bears. Benny Hill Jr.
Well, it's, the Bears are actually playing at Steelers. Steelers
Yes.
are 6-point favorites.
Oh, that's a nice, respectful 6 points.
On Monday night, Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger is 24-2 in his career against rookie quarterbacks. He's playing a rookie quarterback here.
Mr. Fields.
Only rookies that beat him were Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott, and that was in 2016.
I think the Steelers are going to toss Mr. Fields cookies.
Okay, so you'll take.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
You're
I
not
think.
going to play 6 months.
I'm going to talk myself into that. I'm sure it could be within one score, but I think it's about time Pittsburgh had a relatively easy win. So I'm going to go with them.
All right. Well, ChabDog, you and I were the only two who took Pittsburgh last week bravely, and they won.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome. And well, your team deserves it. They blowing my mind in terms of how flexible they are and how they're able to pull victories out of places where you wouldn't think anybody could win.
Reminds me of me.
Yeah. So I'll take Pittsburgh again here, hoping that luck will strike twice in 8 days.
Could be on a roll for a while.
Are you going to go kumbaya with us, or are you going to take the Bears?
Yeah,
as much as it hurts you.
Yeah, as much as it hurts me, as much as it hurts me, everything screams Steelers on this one, especially because the quarterback of the defense for Chicago, Khalil Mack, is out for this game, and Ben has a history after the month of November starts of winning games at home. He's got an amazing record from 1st of November on, and
a Monday night. He doesn't lose on Monday night.
No,
either.
he's up there with that Tom Brady factor. Primetime games, he always finds a way to win. The spread's a little big, but they're playing the Bears, so damn it, I got to take the Steelers.
It's a Bears record, did you say?
I know. He hates to say it.
I hate it. As much as I would love to see them lose, and I might be laughing on Monday night if they do. But got to take the Steelers.
What can I say? I like the offense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I like the
vote for
defense.
Pittsburgh there.
I like the.
Mr. Miranda.
There's not a lot of injuries for the Steelers. It's a home game, and just like Blix had said, it just everything leans the Steelers' way. I can't see them losing, and if they do lose, that's just going to be a very. We'll all be surprised if they do lose that game to Chicago today.
The stars are
Put me
aligned.
down for the Steelers.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, wacky hot mess.
Yeah, I don't see if the Steelers don't win this, then what's that mean?
It means that asteroid's probably going to hit them.
They fucked up.
The Steelers have to play. Yeah, I just think the Steelers can win tonight at home.
Well, Monday night.
Monday night.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to take like 10 Pittsburgh turnovers.
If they don't win, that's.
Yeah.
Could happen.
It could happen.
Oh, it could.
I've seen it. I watched the Browns game last year.
Yep. And then the asteroid could hit the planet and wipe out humanity too. So.
That's what they blame
Okay.
the points on, the weather.
All right. Well, we're only 4 minutes late for ChabDog racing, so that's pretty good. I mean, we're having a good day, more only.
Yeah, we're moving right along. Well, we had less people.
So for the first time ever, we get to see ChabDog racing with video coverage.
Okay.
Here. Roll film.
Here comes Big Racer. He's a demon on wheels. He's a demon and he's gonna be chasing after someone. He's gaining on you, so you better look alive. He's busy revving up the powerful hot five. And when the odds are against him and they're dangerous for you, take your life's eraser, see it through. Go Street Racer, go Street Racer, go Street Racer, go! He's off and flying and he guns it far around the track. He's jamming down the pedal like he's never coming back. Adventure's waiting just ahead.
And here we go. And just like in that video where the guy spun out and hit the wall and flew off the racetrack in that wonderful, beautiful video, that kind of sums up a little bit about what happened last weekend there at Martinsville, in which Denny Hamlin looked like he kind of hit the wall there at the end. There was some contention there between Alex Bowman and him there at the finish line.
You picked Denny Hamlin?
He kind of, I guess there was a little scuffle there where things at the very end got a little crazy, and Denny Hamlin, he kind of got banged up a little bit there, and he was not very happy. A little bit of this happened in about lap 494 of 501, in which Alex Bowman knocked Hamlin's car up the track and into the outside wall. Denny was not happy. When Alex Bowman crossed the finish line, Denny Hamlin prevented Alex Bowman from doing a burnout by kind of ramming into his car. So quite a bit of out there last weekend at Martinsville. Yeah, he like blocked him from actually trying to do a burnout victory.
He rammed his car into the other guy's car?
Yeah, to block him from doing a donut celebrating his victory.
Yeah, he banged up against Denny Hamlin there.
So the guy that won the race caused the guy to crash. He caused another guy to crash?
Well, if it wasn't really intentional,
and how is that allowed? Like, don't they have a penalty for that?
Then there's no penalty on that. If that's, if somebody gets underneath them and there's some,
Yeah, old school terms, rubbin's racing.
I mean, what's the standard that somebody's, as long as they're not intentionally touching you,
banging up on each other and things
no harm,
going
no foul.
in the wall, then it's not. I mean, you can tell sometimes when it's intentional because the guy gets right into the corner and he just like hits, and he just like drives right into the back end of his car and like spins him out like the you see like a high speed chase. When you could see the police spin out somebody fleeing the scene. I mean, you could tell that's very intentional that he's trying to spin him out. You can see that on the racetrack. But in this case, it wasn't enough to have any penalty on Alex Bowman. He crossed the line, followed by Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski. So 1, 2, 3, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch. There, yeah, you know what? Look, it took me to the end of the season.
Good
guys,
enunciation.
But I'm here,
Good enunciation of Brad Keselowski.
So hopefully next season we're gonna be all right. But speaking about last week, that was great and all, and that was all
Looks
fun.
like
But
we
it
made
all
it.
is about today in Phoenix. The whole NASCAR, it's about today in Phoenix. This is it. This is it, boys. This is the Phoenix NASCAR Cup Series Championship. This is it. This is it. Like, this will end the NASCAR
The
season
whole ball of wax.
today. This is your Phoenix
This is all she
NASCAR
wrote?
Cup Series Championship
There's
in
11.
Phoenix today at 12 p.m. They win it all. Not the winner of the race.
Does the winner of this race win it
Go
all?
ahead.
Playoffs.
No. I've got to win. I know. Just to cut you up, look, they call.
Go all the way.
I can't hear him.
All right. The Daytona 500 is called the Super Bowl of motorsports. This is basically the Super Bowl for NASCAR today. You have 4 drivers. Whoever finishes the highest is going to win the cup. There might be a different winner than these 4.
So it's the winner of the race.
No, it's not the winner of the race. It's out of these 4 drivers, whoever finishes
that
close
means that you've got
to the front wins the cup.
What does that mean?
What it means, basically...
You mean, so they're racing against 30 other people still?
38.
It's the top 4 and then the rest of them. So this is like a normal field with a lot of cars in it. It's just that out of the 4 that were the 4 in the finals, the one that's closest to winning wins.
So
right? That's what you're saying.
All the drivers competed to become the top 4. There are 4 drivers today that one of the 4 drivers will walk away with the cup today. And who walks away with Well, they get the.
What does the winner of the race get? Let's say somebody else wins the race. What do they get?
So they're going to get
11. The paycheck. They get the paycheck.
They get They get money.
Bend over here. It comes again.
Okay, of course. Dumb question. But I was wondering if they were just like rabbits, you know.
Well,
like
no, they're out
when
there
they
to
have
win
runners
money.
in the races.
All
They're just
the
out there to
race
keep the other cars
all the
moving.
race
The other
cars
runners
are out
moving.
there today
Rabbits.
on Phoenix, not because they just want to see
You know
who
what I'm
wins the
talking
cup,
about?
but because they're trying to win money. They're trying to win money for next season. And
well, I think
you got 4 drivers left.
I think what we should predict is who's going to win the whole thing, not who's going to win this race. There's 4. We got 4 drivers left,
could
right?
Also win the race. So we could have one of these 4 drivers who actually wins the race, and then we have and they, of course, because they won the race, because they get more points for winning the race, they probably walk away with the cup. So of these 4 drivers, they're all motivated. I mean, everybody's motivated to be number 1. But of those 4 drivers, all 4 drivers are really want to be number 1 today, because not only do they win the race trophy and everything that comes with it, but they're also going to win the championship cup as well. So it's a twofer for them if they can win today's race. I think it was Kyle Larson. Yeah, Kyle Larson. Chase Elliott.
Yeah, all right.
Didn't that happen last
year?
year?
Who are the 4 that are left? Who are the 4 that are left?
Hamlin. He made it. He made it on points. You know, you got to imagine. He made it on points.
Denny Hamlin made it.
Even though he lost the race, he had enough points to still be up there in the top 4 NASCAR Cup Series playoff spots. Now, here's the thing. Kyle Larson, Hendrick Motorsports. Chase Elliott, Hendrick Motorsports. Martin Truex Jr., Joe Gibbs Racing. Denny Hamlin, Joe Gibbs Racing. And let me tell you, they're all teammates, but they're all going for it. You know what I'm saying? There is today, if the team colors come on,
it's a real rivalry.
These 4 guys are basically playing for themselves today. Kyle Larson's not going to try to give Chase Elliott any wiggle room. Martin Truex Jr. is not going to give Denny Hamlin any wiggle room. This is for the Cup. This is for, as Blix mentioned, this is the Super Bowl here for them, and the team colors are coming off today. So it's Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin. That's what I think we should be focusing on today in today's picks. So if you got a pick, shout it out. I'll give it to Brandon, Mr. ChabDog himself. Who do you like in these 4 guys to walk away with the cup today? Who's going to score the most points? Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin. Who's walking away with it?
Let's go, Brandon.
I don't want to pick a guy named Chase to win a car race. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's the first rule. Denny Hamlin's messed up. He's not thinking straight. He's not winning this. He's not going to win. He's not getting it. Martin Truex Jr.
Well,
I don't think he's. Objectively, it's got to be Carlos.
Well, I do want to kind of correct myself here in saying that last
Why
year,
would he
the
want to
Cup
go
winner
through all
was
this
Chase
to not
Elliott.
win?
That's okay. You can change.
That was last year.
You can change.
That was before I made up my rule.
You Kyle Larson? All right. ChabDog.
I'm not changing. I'm sticking with the Kyle driver. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. He is your man.
If I can get Martin Truex
you
Jr.
like him. He's
anytime,
part
I'll
of the
take
Joe
Martin
Gibbs
Truex
Racing
Jr.
team.
Like, sold.
And
Done.
that's
heard his
important
name.
to you. So
Truex.
we're going to put you down for Martin Truex. I mean, any of these guys can walk away with it today.
Yep. Joe Gibbs.
There you go. Blix, do you got any favorites today?
Washington Redskins, go fuck yourself.
Well, the money line basically says Kyle Larson because he's just had an outstanding season. But I think today, what you talked about, the team effect is gone. They're going to bump him out of the way, and I got to go with Heritage.
There you go, Chase Elliott. That's
I think
a great,
Chase Elliott's
that is
going
a
to
great wacky
get
hot
his
mess.
second back-to-back.
Does she have one? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Chase because the other Kyle distorted my mind with the R word.
Oh, that was an unfortunate occurrence, unfortunate circumstance
So I
this week.
can't go with the Kyle anymore.
Some kind of random reason that I have
Mentally,
no
I'm
idea what
going
she's
with
talking
Chase Elliott.
about.
Kyle Busch.
That's what made my decision.
Kyle Busch spent a lot of the week apologizing for
What did he do?
dropping the R word.
The R word?
Yeah.
What is that? The R word?
Can't say it on the radio. It's
How-
disrespectful.
How many letters? 7?
You're not supposed to count. I don't
7 letters? Is it the one I think it is?
How many R words
We're
are
not
there?
playing Wheel of Fortune.
Is the one okay?
So
Yeah.
essentially,
ChabDog, that
ChabDog,
is the wacky
put it
hot mess,
lightly,
not
but
Vanna White.
It had to do
Just
with something
stop.
in address to people with mental challenges. There we go.
Politely.
Yeah, okay, I know what it was. Okay. You shouldn't have said that.
Yep, Special Olympics.
And if any of us have ever said that, I'm sure we regret saying it.
We didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings.
No.
We don't. I mean, it's not.
But I do want to kind of move away from this culture where if you say a word that you're instantly ostracized and banished to the far reaches. It's, sometimes people make mistakes, and we got to take account for that.
Oh, absolutely. I believe that. But when you're in a big environment
Yeah.
where everybody looks up to you, that's a little bit different.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
he could have been, hurtful to people. That's not what we want.
I've been in that environment
totally
way
agree.
too
It's
long,
disrespectful,
and you got to choice words. And if you say something wrong or insensitive, it reflects on your whole entire career. And
Put me
I've
down.
been there.
Put me
done
down
that,
for Kyle
and
Larson.
get
I
where
just
you're
wanted
going with
to,
that
before we enter our segment, I'm just going with Kyle. I know he's been great.
So,
and, he's just unbelievable. I think if there's one race he really wants to win, it's going to be today's race. However, can he get knocked out? There's very possible he can get knocked out. So it's going to be fun. Again, 12 p.m. today. That's going to just be nationally televised. for everybody. Be able to watch that on NBC today. You'll be able to stream that. I am kind of excited that I'm here in Arizona to be here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it to the race today, but I am going to be nearby because I'll be heading to Phoenix here. Absolutely, actually that was on Saturday.
He can't make the race because he's got a gay pride
was on
parade there
Saturday.
too.
I saw it on the
Yep.
news. There was a game.
The Apaches.
First things
It was
first.
awesome.
The Apache.
I loved it. What's that?
I love a parade.
And for everybody listening,
Hey,
if you've
Abe, are you
never
gonna go to the Macy's Day Parade?
Speaking of our good friend Frank,
They have a
Fleming
Macy's
there
Day Parade this
on the
year. You're
East
going to go to
Coast.
that?
I just got off, texting him last night about planning our Thanksgiving trip. So I'll probably be out there during that Thanksgiving week. I think we plan on seeing the Jets play the Dolphins. So we'll be making picks probably from MetLife Stadium that day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you stuff raw dogs in turkey?
Hey, Eric, do you want to
Riverside
do the accounting from last week? You didn't do that. Do we know how we did?
Yeah,
last
where's
week?
the standings?
I can't imagine you don't want to toot your own horn. I think you did pretty
here.
well.
Blix is the man.
Mr. over 500
Yeah.
on the season.
Well,
Go,
let
brother.
him give the official readouts. Yeah, I think you're
Of
still
them Chargers,
you're still
man,
safely
they're going
in
to give
first
me 1
place.
point closer today
And
to Blix.
the longer the season goes, I think the harder it is to make up ground.
Ah, boy.
I don't
It's
think
sad.
all of us had the same kind of confidence in them.
It's sad.
Okay,
Yeah, we
Eric,
have the official numbers now.
let's make this official.
So week eight, yeah, it was some very challenging matches there, but nonetheless, I still managed to win the week with 9, followed by ChabDog with 8, Abe and Blix with 7 each, and the Wacky Hot Mess with 5. And that put us to the point
second
where
place finish, not bad.
Blix. So you've got the mirror image of of Frank the Tank right now. So Frank the Tank is 60 wins, 61 losses. Blix has got 61 wins and 60 losses and 1 tie.
Yeah.
So
He's very consistent.
look at him. I know, and he's the best of the ChabDogs. So
I know.
he's
It's been a rough year, but
our lead
we're
horse
trying
here.
to improve our performance.
Yeah, well,
So
Good
Blix,
job.
well, adding Blix to the team did, because without Blix, the next best we would be you, ChabDog, with 58 wins.
I'm so proud. 58 out of and 64 down or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next up is the Wacky Hot Mess. Myself.
Look, I'm just happy
and
that
Abe
I'm
tied at 55.
in the ballpark
I'm making picks like the
with,
Philadelphia
So Abe,
you
yeah,
guys
we're all.
because it's,
we're
you
on,
guys are
we're on
like
Team Abe.
really good at this,
No,
and to me it's just a compliment being somewhere near you guys, you know.
Abe, you will be a genius after this
Well,
week.
you know, this is
If
what's
a few
fun
things
about
happen,
football.
because
We
you
don't
were
know
the
where it's
outlier in
going
a
to
few of
go.
these
I know
games,
Blix.
and if they go your way,
it's going to
then
be
you're
tough.
a genius. And
You
we're
know, beating Blix this
My
season,
prop-
but
I have a prop
you know
bet.
what can I say? Tune in, listen to Blix, follow Blix. Yeah, follow Blix. You know, and again,
I don't know
if
he
you know,
goes
if
down
you're-
with that
you know,
brown ship. You
Mhm.
know, there's a brown ship that's starting to flounder.
Yes, see, you follow the stats. I follow the injury
check.
reports.
That's,
If you
that's-
follow the
that's
injury
true.
reports
We're gonna
like
be-
I
we're going to
do,
be looking a little bit more at those injury
then
reports.
you would be over 500.
Yeah, I probably do.
I'm trying.
I haven't.
I'm
Maybe
trying.
you need some new glasses or something.
I think you
know?
ignored the injuries in a few of these games.
We have to.
But sometimes these guys surprise you, like that Mike White guy. there were things last week involving backups that were pleasant surprises for those teams, including the Dallas backups performance.
Yeah, exactly. You can't.
If we could get shocked this week
past that injury report,
we could get shocked this week by the Saints with a third-string quarterback. I mean, things like that happen all the time.
Or the guy in San Francisco.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or
the guy for Arizona.
Yes.
Or the Green Bay guy.
Well, the Jets quarterback. That Jets quarterback for one drive, went down the field, scored, and was looking great, and then he got broken.
Mm-hmm.
He'll never play again, just like Aaron Rodgers will never play again for the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, no.
That could be his last game,
Speaking of love, you've got the you have the Seinfeld clip. I don't know if that's a funny clip with George dating his sister.
Mm-hmm.
But question, is Aaron Rodgers going to get traded to the Jets?
We could close
play 2 games for the Jets and then go to Minnesota.
Oh, that's a great song.
We're talking about where Aaron Rodgers could end up.
I mean, following Brett Favre's footsteps, right?
Brett Favre? Oh.
I mean,
Brett Favre went to the Jets.
Brett Favre.
I think he's going to end up in. I think he's going to end up in Legion's Field. Isn't there a Legion's Field?
The Legion's Field?
Hey, he can come play on my field.
Yeah,
hey,
he
can come play on my field.
Mm-hmm.
With all those legions he's got on his face.
That brings back some memories.
He's a little tall for your field, isn't he?
That's just a picture.
You better look into some of those homeopathic remedies. That's all I can say.
Have a great week, everybody.
What are you playing? Oh, you playing Full Metal Jacket? Sergeant Hartman. I wonder if he's related to the quarterback for Wake Forest, Sam Hartman. Ho Chi Minh, son of a bitch. Got the blue ball crabs and the 7-year itch.
Holy Jesus.
Oh, this is great.
What is that?
A candy bar?
What the fuck is that? What is that, Private Pile?
I love this movie.
I love working for Uncle Sam.
Stanley Kubrick. You know who did this? Stanley Kubrick. The guy that did the Killing. The same guy.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, he does good movies.
Brings Abe right back home.
Clockwork Orange.
Doctor Strange.
I'm playing this for was Blitz in the Who's in the military? Abe. I thought maybe Blitz was too. Abe was. I'm glad your wife's not here.
That's going to be the Chargers right there, hanging on that fucking log.
Oh, the obstacle course.
Without any quarterback.
This is the Falcons trying to beat the Saints today. That's a lot of plumber's crack. A lot of plumber's crack.
This is also the Seattle Kraken
Legit. That was the Browns trying to beat the Steelers last week.
That's the Seattle Kraken, boys.
That game was horrible, man. That game was so horrible.
Trying to get up some damn log, fall on
Oh,
around,
God.
get the
Do we really
guy
have to endorse the Krakens?
Trash! Trash!
I don't want no teenage queen.
It's a squid.
I just want my M14.
What is their what is their mascot, Abe? Is it a giant squid with hockey sticks or something?
Yeah, he's like a little octopus. Like a little red octopus.
Yeah, they took that from Detroit, right?
Yeah, they had a Detroit octopus. Remember? They throw that onto the ice. Yeah.
They do salmon.
Yeah, when somebody got a hat trick, somebody would throw a squid on the ice.
Detroit games.
Instead of the hats, they threw squid.
Okay. Well, we're now at the
now we're at the end of the show.
The bewitching
That
hour
kinda
of
makes
10
sense.
a.m. Pacific time. Time for the game to start.
We got to roll the end of the show.
This was a lot of fun. The first show that's really a video show on, and it's on the new network.
We will, even though it wasn't live on YouTube today, we will post it to YouTube as soon as we learn how to. At least we're going to have it.
All right. So. And we'll see you next week. Next week we will be on YouTube.
It will be a Saturday show next week.
Saturday show filmed outside, and we'll be on YouTube soon.
13th.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be on the dock. Yeah,
next week.
Cameras.
Yep.
Yeah, and you. We'll all be.
Cool.
So hope everybody has a great week. Let's put it into high gear and get some things done before Thanksgiving.
Cool.
And I'm finishing off with one of my very favorite AC/DC songs, High Voltage.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you all. We'll see you again on Saturday. Exciting things happening this week.